It's Friday. Hello, day 3096, I want to say. Ferrari's back. It was the alternator that, we had it rebuilt a couple of years ago, which I assume means a new voltage regulator, but it was not. It was charging all over the place, like 7 volts, then 16 volts, so it was throwing all sorts of lights, ABS light and all that, so they put a new alternator in it. And that's fixed. No more ABS lights, no more battery light. It still has the suspension leveling light, which is annoyingly like an EDC system. There's an E30 M3 over there. I just drove by and barely noticed. Yeah, there's gears and actuators on top of the struts that with the flick of the sport button lower the car. And the gears strip or something, and Ferrari can't replace just the gears, they replace the whole strut, and it's over $10,000. So we had them delete the system for now, and I guess there's an aftermarket solution that they can buy and then just replace the broken parts, and those parts are a few weeks out, so we're bringing the car back for the time being. So we're gonna get that back to the house and then get some lunch and then head up to the shop. FA18 Super Hornet, I believe, with the 2 vertical rudders, doing like maneuverability and all sorts of crazy stuff here over the 15 at Miramar. God, that is so cool. I want to ride in an F18. Can M-Town bring those to Escondido? Hey, look what's back. And it even changes the smell here in the garage. I walk out from the house. Connolly leather. Look at that. Top's been up all week, so everything in here is nice and smelly. Anyways, it's for the most part fixed. They have had to delete these rear strut actuator things. The thought is, A, the weight. The back of the car weighs more than the front. It's not a BMW. It's not that well balanced. So these have to do a lot more work. And B, more importantly, the heat. Back here, the S-Engine makes a ton of heat, and it's literally inches away from the exhaust manifolds versus the front. There's really nothing that makes heat up in the front minus the aftermarket amp that's in there. So the front modules on top of the shocks, struts, whatever, deal with a lot less weight and heat. So the rear ones go first, probably by a long shot. So the old ones are here, the aftermarket ones are coming in 2 weeks. They kind of just look like, this is my first time handling it. It's heavier than I thought. It's a red plastic cylinder. I guess that's broken. That looks like broken plastic in there. And then an electrical connector with 6 pins that's way larger than it needs to be. And a sticker that is no longer legible. ORDCR. And then below that it says date. Oh, here's something. Ferrari part number made in Germany by Bilstein. Anyways, they've taken these off, as well as these 2 little clips that they told us not to lose because they don't sell these clips individually. So to get these clips you would have to buy the whole struts, which is a 5-digit price, so like 10 grand plus to get these clips. Holy shit, I would just buy, you know what I would do? I would go to Office Max and I would get a paper clip and I would bend it into that shape, and then I would give them back and be like, here, 10 grand, boom, Office Max paper clips. Today was nuts. Went up to the shop today, packed and shipped an order that's been pending since January for a customer of mine, Pedro, in Puerto Rico. He wanted parts from this car and parts from that car, and finally we were able to piece together a deal, agree to some numbers, send photos back and forth, come up with shipping to Puerto Rico because FedEx doesn't want to do that. Turns out USPS is much more amicable to doing that, seeing that Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. So that went out today. Sold an armrest today, a home link panel, some little stuff. We palletized the engine from the carbon car to be picked up tomorrow. I got a guy coming to pick up a trunk lid and some rear seat bolsters on Sunday. Very busy. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be a fun trip north. We've got some surprise guests in town. I don't know how much I'll film tomorrow, but I will be up in Los Angeles County tomorrow. And then Sunday's going to be a crazy catch-up. Prepare for the upcoming 2 weeks kind of a day. Gotta clean the car and pack and get the shop in a place where I can leave it for a while, as we're headed east and we're gonna be there for a little bit, and there's like a trip within a trip, and it's gonna be crazy. This is the summer vacation by California standards here. So I'm going to get to bed here tonight. I got to charge batteries and take a shower and stuff like that tonight. And I will talk to you tomorrow on Saturday. Good night.